Never, ever, ever do a deed in lieu. Stop before you sign this deed in lieu of foreclosure. Has your bank been offering what seems like an easy way out? Maybe they are sweetening the deal, making it sound like the perfect solution to all your stress. They're not telling you the full story, and what you don't know will cost you more than just your home. Let me tell you why, and most importantly, I'll tell you what the bank does not want you to know, and I'll give you better options that put you in control of the entire situation. Let's get one thing straight. The bank is not offering a deed in lieu of foreclosure out of their kindness. They're doing it because it works in their favor. It's faster and it's cheaper for them than going through the whole foreclosure process. But what about you? What do you really get out of it?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing good. I bet you the bank sweet talked you. They told you it's the best way to avoid foreclosure, that it will look so much better on your credit report, and that you will walk away clean of this foreclosure burden, right? Let me know if you heard one of these reasons by commenting below. Well, let me tell you what they don't say. They don't say that a deed in lieu might stop the foreclosure process, but it doesn't erase the damage your credit takes, because your credit takes a huge hit. You totally lose your equity if you have any, and you are left with no negotiating power. And that's just the beginning. So I want to talk about the real danger behind these too good to be true solution. Here's where the dangers are. Number one is the impact on your credit. You might think that you're saving your credit by avoiding foreclosure, but here's the hard truth. A deed in lieu of foreclosure shows up just as bad as foreclosure. Future lenders will see it as a foreclosure equivalent, and it will stick around for years. Here's an example. If your credit score is 700, you go through with a deed in lieu, you could see your score drop by over 100 points, and that's being optimistic. And those points, they don't bounce back quickly. Number two, are you ready to be surprised with a tax bill? Here's something the banks won't mention to you. The IRS might consider your forgiven debt as taxable income. So let's say if you end up owing $100,000 on your mortgage, that could mean a tax bill for thousands of dollars. Can you imagine getting hit with that when you're already struggling to stay afloat? Now I want to talk about your equity. Just because you're in foreclosure doesn't really mean that you don't have any equity, especially since for the past numerous years the real estate market increased significantly, especially in the states of New York and New Jersey. So if your home has equity and you're handing it over to the bank, let's say that you've been paying your mortgage for years now and the property values has gone up, that equity doesn't belong to you anymore. If you hand over the house to the bank, if you technically hand them the deed instead of them going through the foreclosure process, that equity you could have used to rebuild, pay off other debts, and even secure your next home or rental. And then of course, you are at their mercy, and that's the scariest part. You lose total control. Once you sign this thing, the lender has all the power. Believe me, they're not going to care that they're leaving you in a worse position than you thought you were agreeing to. Once you hand over the keys and sign over the deed, you're going to have to vacate. While a deed in lieu of foreclosure might seem like a slightly better option than foreclosure, the difference is often so minor. It's really insignificant. Both foreclosure and the deed in lieu of foreclosure will seriously damage your credit, and the financial recovery process is very long. There are smarter alternatives like short sale or loan modification, and these typically do less harm and give you more control over your situation. So exploring these options can and will make all the difference. And here's the thing, I cannot tell you how many homeowners I have worked with in the past who were absolutely convinced that a deed in lieu was their only option. They were like adamant about it. They were ready to sign the papers. They thought there was no way out. You have no idea what it took for me to explain and convince them and show them that is the worst possible thing ever that you want to do. Actually, never, ever, ever do a deed in lieu. So thank God we had found alternatives that didn't just stop foreclosure. They protected their credit and even gave them a fresh start. In just a minute, I'll share those same options with you, but let's talk about why the bank is pushing so hard for you to sign a deed in lieu and why it only benefits them way more than it helps you at all. Because if they get you to sign a deed in lieu of foreclosure, hand them the keys, transfer the deed to them, then you literally just save them months, sometimes even years of hassle. So what should you do instead? There are smarter options out there that can help you avoid foreclosure and protect your equity and even save your credit. The first option is a short sale. This is a big one. With a short sale, you sell your home for less than what you owe on the mortgage, but you avoid foreclosure and you get to keep some control. And very often, you even take a smaller hit on your credit. Plus, some lenders even offer relocation assistance, which is like a financial cushion to help you move. Have you heard of a relocation assistance before? Drop a comment below if you want me to explain how it works in another video. The second option you have is a loan modification. If you want to stay at your home and keep it, a loan modification might be the way to go. Basically, you work with your lender to adjust your loan terms. The options could be lowering your payments or even extending the term of the loan. It's not always easy to get approved, but it can buy you some time and even flexibility that you need. If you haven't tried loan modification on before, I highly recommend to give that a try. You have nothing to lose at this point, right? And 3 is selling to a cash buyer. If you have equity, this can be a game changer for you because selling to a cash buyer will let you skip the drama of foreclosure and you get to walk away with money in your pocket. It's a quick sale and it allows you to stay in control, and it even allows you to move on your schedule. And if you're curious about what a cash buyer might offer for your house, I've got you covered. Without any obligation at all, you can check what a cash offer would look like for your house right now. All you have to do is just click the link below. See what I mean? Isn't it great when you have options? And if you're not sure which one is the right option for you, don't worry, I'm here to help if you need me. If you're feeling overwhelmed or you're unsure about what to do next, I've got something that can help. I've created a free guide called Homeowners Equity Protection Guide, and it's packed with step-by-step advice on how to avoid foreclosure and make the best choice for your financial future. It even breaks down all the alternatives to a deed in lieu so you can decide what's right for you. I'll put the link for you in the description below. Thanks for chatting with me today, and I will see you on the next video.